All right, here we go. And I'm going to share my screen because last week this worked, which is great. There, can everybody see my, can everybody see the exam?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, great. All right, let's start with question 41. So question 41 is a video. Watch number 13, White, the third defender from the bottom of the screen. Please select the best answer that describes this play. All right, and let's just take a look at it. Watch it one more time, live speed.
It's a mugging.
Jesus.
All right, who wants to go first here? Our options are illegal contact and eligible receiver, legal play, forward pass interference offense, forward pass interference defense.
First thing I'll say, it's a poor video. You don't know when the ball is from.
Well, that's why I've gone back here just to see where the ball is.
That may lead you to your answer, Andrew.
Well, I know what my answer is, but just the same, you can't tell when the ball is from. That's the problem.
Correct.
I went with A just because I couldn't see the ball.
Right. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Because for pass interference, it has to be a catchable ball as well. But there's no ball seen. So I just went with illegal contact.
Go right to the end, Ray, right to the end.
The ball is thrown later to the receiver on the far right.
On the far right,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
So is it in the target area?
Nope.
But he was eligible. It might have been an option for the quarterback had that guy been more available.
See, to me, it's this part right here, like just watching it. Like, to me, it looks like, you know, he's bumped the receiver outside, but there's clutching and grabbing going on here. And it looks like the offensive player is grabbing just as much, if not more, than the defender.
I thought, look at a mugging, good old American mugging.
Yeah.
Well, when you get on the offensive side of the defender, I don't know why the offensive guy would then continue to hang on.
Right. Good point.
All right, so what's the discussion? What do we think it is here?
I agree with Matt.
A.
I've got
Okay.
illegal contact, non-target.
649B penalty 2.
Yeah.
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 That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to 42. 42 is another video. Watch 97 White. He is to the right of number 40. And please select the best answer that describes this play. So 97 is beside number 40.
He's right in front of the elbow of number 4.
Oh, there he is. Okay, yeah, I remember this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems to me I remember having this conversation with Al, and the answer was delayed knee block on this one.
Yeah, easing.
Oh, man, it hurts.
The way around.
It's not a delay knee block.
No, it's not. No. And
The block and the close line of play has to be above the knees,
yeah,
Correct.
and this was not. So I picked D.
so why isn't it B?
I don't know, because Al gives a heads up on this, because Al asked me about it. I think it B and D both apply,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
according to Al, the ruling is it's a block below the waist, which I understand because it's below the knees.
Yeah.
But it also could be called a delayed knee block.
Because he's engaged with the other O line.
yeah,
Yeah,
So Bill, have you written the exam?
yes.
And did you, what, do you recall what you got on this one?
Yes, I called it a delayed knee block and I was wrong.
Yeah, the correct answer on this, according to the exam, is D, blocking below
Yeah.
the waist, 7319.
I don't think that's a good answer.
No,
I
and
think,
so I'll go back to what I said a couple of meetings ago. There's no opportunity to talk about this other than what we're doing tonight. I didn't have a positive experience from this whole thing. To me, looking at this, it's a classic delayed knee block. There's no question it's a block below the waist, but that's part of what a delayed knee block is.
Yeah, I
Biggest-
think we had, no, sir. I think we had a quick conversation about this before, and I'll tip this off to the question. In my opinion, for what it's worth, both B and D are correct.
Yeah,
I think they're going with the low block because they're trying to demonstrate in the amateur rule book, there is no need for a delayed knee block anymore.
and both fouls have the same result. They're both UR and they both have the same result.
Both 15 yarders. Yeah.
Yeah. You
So
could
is-
call either one and you wouldn't be wrong.
Exactly.
The
That's
problem with the question is it says, please select the best answers. And,
Ah,
yeah, but I'm being critical of this. That I didn't know the way the wording was written on this. I know what the answer is. But by adding that S to the question, you're now leading people to believe potentially there's two correct answers.
And there should
Ray,
be.
you've got my exam answer in front of you. What do they show? Let me
I
look
don't
that
have
up.
yours in front of me, Bill. I'd have to go do some research on that.
but Article 11, the delayed knee block says it's illegal for a player to block an opponent at or below the knees at the time that opponent is ready to be engaged by somebody else, which he is. Right? Because the white guy to the right is actually looking after, I can't see the number of the blue player, but he's looking at that guy, not at the guy that's about to chop him.
Right.
But you said when you only checked one answer, it was not correct.
See, I think what they've done, they've put an emphasis on that change of the rule here. And what they should have done is had a different answer than what they have for B. Because I still believe B is correct.
Yeah, me too.
But they got the emphasis on D because that's a rule change this year, but you can't go below the knees. And that's why this question's in there, I think.
7311 is the reference they give.
Right, yeah, that doesn't make sense. If it's. So are they going to take that one out in the future?
Well,
I'll send Kelsey an email about this one. He's the only one I know of that's involved with the exam. So I'll send Kelsey an email on this one just to get his thoughts on why.
well, Al was right in what he said, that they're trying to put the emphasis on showing the blocking below the knee.
Hmm.
But the question, there should have only been three options there. Or change B to a crackback.
But they said, or they said answers, right? They did put a parentheses in there.
Yeah, but they don't show answers in the correct answer. They only show D.
You can't, oh, so you can't check B and D. You can't check
Well-
the answers.
Well, I checked B and that was wrong.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Anyway,
think what she's saying though, Bill, is that had you picked B and D, you would have had it right.
I'm not sure the way they mark the exam from what I have seen them do.
Yeah.
It's the exam it's getting better, but they're not there yet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we all understand the potential rulings there, and that's what the exam's supposed to get us to do. So,
That's right. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why this discussion that we're having tonight and the ones before are important to be able to talk about it and understand the rules.
yeah, of course.
I can't get your exam in front of me right now, Bill, but
Well,
I'll
it's
check
okay.
that later.
All right, never mind.
Okay, let's go to 43. Let me just,
When I send mine in, whenever I get around to that, I'm going to send in B and D and see what happens.
All
I don't
right.
think it will let you select both, but
Oh, no, it will. It will. I've just got the exam up on my iPad pad here. It'll let you select two answers. So,
It does say answers.
all right. Team A has 12 players in the huddle. A42 runs on the field and joins the huddle. 5 seconds later, A78 leaves the huddle and goes immediately to the Team A bench. This is a foul. True or false?
False, it doesn't matter. It's the ball's not in play. Um,
Anybody else's thoughts?
yeah, Michelle's right, or
Yeah.
in my estimation, it is a
I-
foul at AUS. There's a different ruling there.
Ah.
Yeah, so
Ah.
depending on the league, but according to the amateur rule book, it is not a foul. And the ruling on that is 112-2 or 112-3.
Yeah.
So for discussion purposes, would it be a foul if A42 ran back off?
Yes,
Hmm.
it's illegal substitution, and that's in the rule book.
Right.
You can't send a guy in, just bring in a play.
Right,
That's
right.
what it looks like. I don't know where it is in the rule
He
book.
can't get
but
close
it-
enough to communicate to the huddle
Yeah,
and then turn around and go back.
yeah, where is that in the book, Andrew?
Oh, I
I'm
don't
not
know. I
sure.
just know it's in there.
Yeah, okay, me too.
All right, let's go to 44. A35 is injured and it is required to leave the field. One more play is run before the first half ends. A35 must sit out the first 2 plays of the second half. True or false?
True.
It is true. Does anybody know what the ruling on this is?
There's just no exception for halftime. 3 plays is 3 plays.
3 plays. So
113, 113.5.
Yeah.
That's right, 113.5.
Mhm.
So Jim, to answer your question, page 13 is the thing about going into the huddle and back out. It's 112-2E on page 13.
That's why you're a referee.
Yeah, right.
All right, question
Thanks, Andrew.
45. Question 45, Team A kicks off from the A45. A Team A player goes out of bounds to avoid being blocked, re-enters the field and jumps on the ball at the B40 before it has been touched by another player. What is the call? You got Team A first down at B50, Team A re-kick from the A35, or Team B first down at the B40.
I had A,
I went with A on that one.
although I have a comment that's very unfair because it should be a loss of ball because it went out of bounds, but that's not what the rule says.
Anybody else? Anybody else want to add anything to this discussion? No. It is A. Now there's two feedbacks here. 110.8 and 164E.
164E is the new rule.
The new rule.
Or E.
All right, 46.
So simply put, without getting into it, it's illegal touching. It's not a loose ball, and because it's not a loose ball, he comes in, he gets the ball, subject to 10-yard penalty, right?
See, the key point in that, alluding to what Jim's talking about, the key point in that question is the receiving team never touched the ball.
Yeah,
Because once the receiving team touches the ball, oh no, on a kickoff, you don't have deep possession.
No,
I'm thinking,
no.
no, but I'm thinking on a
Stay,
kick.
stay
Just
away
let
from
me
that.
I'll shut up for a bit.
Because it never becomes a loose ball. It's always a ball in flight.
Right.
That's the key
Correct.
point here. Yeah.
Okay, question 46. Team A, 2nd and 10 from the B12. A forward pass is thrown into the end zone. A87 steps on the end zone sideline to avoid a defender, returns to the end zone and catches the pass. Team A scores a touchdown. Team A 2nd and 20 from the B22nd. Team B 1st and 10 from the B20.
So can you give them a touchdown because he cheats to get it? No.
um,
Can you give B the ball because A went out of bounds and came back in and caught it?
No.
I had B. Loss of 10 and first or second down. What did I have? Loss of 10 on first down. Second down.
And so Al's asked us the questions that points us to the right answer, right? Can't give the ball to A. Okay, you can't give it to B. So you got to go back to the line of scrimmage. And one of the options for a person coming in is to accept the penalty at the point of last, or not the point of last possession, at the point of scrimmage. So go to the line of scrimmage back 10.
Back 10 yards. Yeah.
And that's why it stays 2nd down.
Mhm.
So answer C could be true under a certain situation. How would that work?
Team B.
If it was 3rd down,
No.
First and-
Fumble.
Right. If you have a loose
Wait,
ball in the
wait,
end zone,
okay.
a fumble, then C would be correct. But you never had a loose ball here. This was just a ball in the air.
right. Right. All right, let's go on to 47. 47, Team A fumbles the ball into Team B end zone. Team B recovers the ball and begins to advance it. The ball carrier is hit and fumbles the ball out of the end zone sideline. What is the correct option? Team A has scored a safety. Team A has scored a ruse. C, no score. Team B 1st and 10 at the B 20-yard line.
Fumble recovered in the end zone.
I had no score, 47.
You know it's not a ruse because it wasn't kicked in.
Wasn't kicked in, yeah.
Yeah. I had
Oh,
no,
the safety.
Carried in by B.
So it's definitely C.
Yeah, so I had 6, 4, 11. 2.
One ten six C.
Yeah, 110.6C is what I had.
C.
Why the New Brunswick ones?
I have a meeting at 8 for the U16 stuff. So I'll be right back.
All right, so there we go. Question 48. Team A attempts a convert from the B 5-yard line. On the play, Team B is offsides and Team A has too many players. The convert is unsuccessful. Both penalties are accepted. Team A will repeat the convert from the B 10-yard line. True or false?
I had true.
True.
Yeah,
That is true.
That loss of 5.
because one's a 5 and one's a 10.
So I have what I think is an intriguing question about this. Usually the way we differentiate with options is the first foul to occur, the non-offending team will get the option first of whether to accept or decline the penalty.
Yeah.
In this particular case, I believe both fouls occur on the snap of the ball. I.e., you don't have too many men until the ball is snapped, and the guy's not offside until the ball is snapped. So
Unless he goes through the
referees,
line of scrimmage, Jim.
pardon?
Unless he goes through the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, okay, but he hasn't, because the play would have been whistled dead before it started, right?
And you don't have too many
And
men.
then you don't
Right.
have too many men.
Exactly.
So referees, what do you do in this situation? Who gets the first option? Because that may determine what you eventually do.
Well, in this situation, both teams are going to accept the penalty, and if they both accept it, there is no option.
Okay, why are they both going to accept it?
Well, why would they turn it down?
Well, I don't know. There's always a reason.
Because the
No.
convert was unsuccessful, team B may not want to accept the too many men if team A doesn't accept the offside first.
Okay, so if team B doesn't accept, then A moves up to the 2.5-yard line where he goes.
Okay, but
And then team B says, no, I want it now.
no, but yeah, let's get back. Whose option? Who gets the first option?
Team B gets the first option
Why?
because as soon as the ball is snapped, we have too many men. Okay.
But well, as soon as the
No,
ball is
sorry,
snapped,
yeah.
you have offside.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if, I understand what you're going with, Jim, and I don't know the right answer to it. I just don't know if an option is going to come up here because both teams are going to accept or else they're going to lose out.
without.
I think you just have to accept that both penalties are in effect as soon as the ball is snapped.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter who has the option. The only time that there would be a difference is if one of the teams declined the penalty. But in this question, as the question is stated, both penalties are accepted, and that's what you have to go with.
Okay, so let's.
You're right-
put
you're
the-
right on what you're saying.
Let's put the play at the 30-yard line. Okay, so the convert doesn't make any difference. There may be a tactical reason why you accept or don't accept. What do we do? And just something to think about. Let's not, but I didn't know. I thought it was an intriguing question.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It is, but in a situation like this, I can't, in this short time frame, think of a situation where either team would want to decline the penalty because Either team that declines is gonna lose out here. Because I
Yeah.
can't see the advantage to any team declining in this situation.
Carry on.
But it is an interesting question. I agree.
All right, let's go to 49. Team B intercepts the ball in its end zone and fumbles. Identify the situations where the ball will be scrimmaged at the B 20-yard line. Select all that apply. So Team B intercepts the ball in its end zone and then fumbles. Identify the situations where the ball will be scrimmaged at the B 20-yard line. Select all that apply. So let's just go through these. B fumbles the ball directly out of bounds in goal.
Yeah.
Will that be at the 20-yard line?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. B fumbles the ball directly out of bounds at the B 3-yard line.
No.
No.
Nope.
Why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't it be? He
See,
fumbles it out of the end zone and it goes out at the B3.
It doesn't say he fumbles it out of the end zone. It says he
No.
fumbles the ball at the 3-yard line.
No, but
Go up to the top of the question there.
top of the question, B intercepts the ball in its end zone and
And
fumbles.
Yeah.
So the ball's still in the end zone and goes out at the 3-yard line.
That could be correct.
We're going
Could
to-
be, but is there not an option? Let them have the ball at 3 and no points, or take the points.
No option.
If you're going, where would the points come from?
Oh, well, if it was on a, that doesn't matter. If it's fumbled or passed into the end zone.
All right, we'll come back to that one. B fumbles the ball across the goal line to the B 5-yard line where offside B 66 recovers it.
No,
That's not coming out to the 20.
No.
No,
And D, B fumbles the ball and it's last touched by A 16 before it goes out of bounds across the dead ball line.
touching doesn't matter by A.
Hey, can we go back to C?
Yeah,
Why does that not apply?
An offside pass.
Right. And where's an offside pass ruled?
Where
At the
pass-
point of the origin of the pass
And where was that origin?
in the end zone.
So why wouldn't that ball be placed at the 20?
What difference does it make that B66 is offside on a fumble?
I don't think it does.
Well, exactly.
It's just in there to confuse you, I think.
Yeah,
Because a fumble is a fumble. There's no offside or onside on a fumble.
exactly. So they get the ball at the 5-yard line. right?
No, wouldn't it be at the 20?
Yeah.
Because
why
it's
would it
an
be
off-
at the 20? If he recovered it at the 5, like it
Because
was
it's an
actually
offside.
recovered.
It's an offside pass.
It's not an offside pass, it's a
Well,
fumble.
it is according to the rule book. Where am I here?
Hmm,
When a player fumbles a ball from his own end zone over the goal line and then out of bounds without touching an opponent, it shall be ruled as an offside pass. Okay, there's where I'm confused. That's without touching the opponent.
Hmm.
Well, this wouldn't have touched an opponent because
Right.
it was B that
Oh, yes,
fumbled it
yes,
and B
opponent, right,
recovered it.
yeah. So if it doesn't touch an opponent, it's ruled as an offside pass. And so an offside pass that originates in the end zone, that means technically the ball is dead in the end zone.
Yeah.
Now the question would be, can team A decline that offside pass? And then B would get it at the 5. But that's not what the question asks.
That's not what the question asks. But
Isn't it an offside pass is not a foul?
Yeah, that's right. It's not a
Correct.
penalty.
You can't decline it.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, there's no penalty there.
well, you can decline an offside pass if you recover it. If you're
Yeah.
the non-offending team and you recover it, you can decline an offside pass.
But that's not what happens here.
No, you're taking the result of the play.
No, I know that's not what happens here, but to say you can't decline an offside pass, I don't think is an accurate assessment, is what I mean.
I'm not sure that's an option.
I don't know if it is or not, but it's not exactly what the question asks either.
No.
I'm
have a
just,
look at, have a look at section 6.4.11 and the miscellaneous.
6411C1.
Yes.
I'm just having a quick look at Yule's rules. I found situation B for this question, and that's an option play. The ruling is one. B first down at the B20 or point ball dead at out of bounds, A option. Rule 110.7, no, it gives that. So Andrew's looking at C. B5.
Yeah, I had D marked up. I had A and D.
Those are the
Based on
two
what
I
you-
had. Yeah.
I have the first 3.
There's 3 answers?
Well, I have A, B, and C.
A, B, and D are correct.
No, D is not correct.
Well,
No, because if A16 touches it before it goes out of bounds, that's last touch.
But it read 6.4.11, the one you just read.
it's in the end zone. It doesn't matter if it's touched by,
No, it's out of the end zone though.
right, but it was recovered by B in the end zone and fumbled.
Right.
and Last touch by A before it goes out. The last touching by A does not matter.
But doesn't it matter because it's outside of the end zone?
No, it's in the end zone.
End zone.
No, it doesn't. No, it
Let's
doesn't.
It's
say
in
that.
the,
It says.
No, it's-
in the
Yeah.
end zone.
across the deadline.
It says B
Before,
fumbles the ball and his last touch before going out of bounds across the dead
Across.
ball line.
so I assume that means it's outside of the end zone when A touches it.
No, deadline.
So,
No.
so what Bill
Deadline's at
referred
the
to
back.
earlier,
Deadline.
Deadline's
I
at
was-
the back, Boobar.
Oh, I was thinking that was goal line. Yeah, that's deadline. Different story.
Deadline.
6411C1 specifically says that the touching will be disregarded.
Right,
Right. In the end zone.
in the end zone.
No, out of the end zone.
Uh,
Oh, no, you're right.
No,
You're right. You're right. Right.
no. The touching by A
I
doesn't
was talking
matter.
about team A touching it.
Yeah, it does. In that one, it does. It says if team A doesn't recover the fumbled ball, but only touches it, and then it goes out of bounds in the end zone, the last touching by A has no effect. And team B will scrimmage at any point between on the B20 line.
Right.
So when I look at the correct answer in the exam, The correct answer is A, B, and D.
Why B? B should not be a correct answer.
A,
No.
B, and D is what they're showing as correct answers.
According to Yule's rules, and that's David Yule that's done the whole thing. It's an option to the non-offending team. And it's an option to take the point, well, not to take the point, to go first and to the 20, or to force them to have the ball where it went out of bounds. And the rule references that he gives are, where we go here? Rule 110.7, note 1, and rule R63832B.
That's what I said, and that's what I said, and I was wrong.
Well, I'm just telling you what Dave Yule says.
Well, I agree with him. I
yeah,
hung my hat on 110.7.
Jim, can you give me that reference again?
110.7.
So the references from Dave Yule, where do you go here? Yeah, rule 1-10-7, note 1, and rule 6-3-8-3-2B.
Okay. All right, I'll bring that up with Kelsey as well.
Okay.
So you contend the correct answer is A, B, and D delta?
Yeah, according to the exam, it's A, B, and D are correct.
Yeah. I just checked off A and D. I didn't check off B.
Well, you're wrong. Same as what I was. Me and Yule agreed.
Yeah, well, we've got Yule's rules, we've got picks.
All right, let's go over to 50. We got 15 minutes left here, 10 to go. After snapping the ball, the center engages and drives the nose tackle 5 yards downfield. Which statements are correct? Pick all that apply. Okay, so that after snapping the ball, the center engages with and drives the nose tackle 5 yards downfield. Which statements are correct? This is legal on a running play.
Yes.
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 Okay,
Yes.
this is legal on a screen pass.
Yes.
Yes.
This is legal on a forward pass across the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Yes.
This is legal on a forward pass across the line of scrimmage once the ball is caught.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, there you go. That's all four, and that is the correct answer. I do not have a reference for that question.
645.
Yeah, that's
So,
just
yeah.
one where if you're engaged, you can take a guy downfield. That's what that represents.
Okay. All right, question 51. Team A throws a forward pass across the line of scrimmage. It is deflected by a linebacker 3 yards beyond the neutral zone. Identify the correct statements, pick all that apply. All players are eligible to catch the deflected pass.
Yes.
Yes.
True.
Okay. If the tip ball is caught by an offside B lineman, Team B takes position at PBD, point ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 That's correct. If the ball also glances off the umpire, it remains live because of the previous touching.
No.
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 Good. Players of either team may interfere illegally.
Legally.
Legally.
Legally, sorry,
And the
legally.
answer is yes.
Yes.
That is the correct A, B, and D. All right, question 52. Team A, second down on the A 5 yard line. The quarterback is flagged for intentional grounding in the end zone. Identify the correct options. Pick all that apply. Safety touch, no option.
No,
Oh,
Okay. Team A third down from point last scrimmage.
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Safety touch, a kickoff from the A25.
nope.
Okay. Safety touch, B first down at B35.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
That's correct. Okay. 53. Team A quarterback throws a forward pass that deflects off the back of A60's helmet and is then caught by A88 10 yards downfield. This is a legal play, true or false?
True.
It is true. Question 54.
And just as a point of emphasis, as long as he doesn't attempt to catch the
Right.
ball, it's legal. If he attempts to catch the ball and it touches him or he touches it, then you got a foul.
That's a foul. Yeah, that's the key point there.
I'd like to see somebody try to catch it when it hits off the back of their head. That's some teacher eyes there.
Like this, like
Right, Al?
this, you know?
Yep.
The Jets did it.
Yeah, I was gonna
Giants-
say it
The
did
Giants did
happen.
it.
It hit and went straight up in the air and the offensive lineman looked up and caught the ball.
That's a problem.
That's the problem.
Team A receiver has 1 foot on the sideline and jumps to catch a forward pass. The receiver lands with both feet in bounds. This is a completed pass.
Illegal participation. False.
Well,
Not
the pass is
necessarily.
completed, is it not? Subject to penalty, I think, 10-yard penalty.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Illegal participation. Right?
That's what the penalty would be, yes.
But it's
Oh,
a
you got a point
completed
there.
pass.
Because he comes both feet in bounds. Yeah,
Uh,
that's a bit of a tricky question.
That's a good
tricky,
answer.
Tricky.
I had that wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It is false. Feedback 110-8.
Oh, well, they're wrong then.
How's
'cause I
how's
think
it false?
What
Why is it
Jim said is
false?
correct. That's illegal participation.
Yeah,
That's still a
Yeah.
completed catch.
The
Yeah.
pass is complete, but there's a penalty.
So what'd they call the reference, Ray?
They used reference 110-8 and they've got it as false.
Okay.
good,
Wow.
Uh,
good.
Boy, I don't think I agree with that.
Ray, add that to send to Kelsey.
Now do you see why I sent an email saying this wasn't a real positive learning experience? Because there's no recourse on this. You get it back and it's right or wrong and you can't argue with anybody.
Well, this must be the statement they're going on. The second paragraph says, a player who goes out of bounds either by intent or misjudgment or to use the out of bounds area to their advantage must not participate further in the play.
Mhm.
And then it talks about loss of 10.
Right.
Right.
So
But
once he
the
goes out of
question's
bounds,
asking, is this a completed pass?
yes, but
well-
once he goes out of bounds, he cannot complete the pass.
Right,
You cannot.
Yeah,
have-
that's
Oh,
what
okay.
they're
Yeah.
ruling.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But when Jim explained it, I kind of thought I had it wrong, but.
I don't know about this one.
54 or 55, Bill?
Go on to 55, keep going.
Okay, 55. On the last play of the half, teammate quarterback clearly crosses the line of scrimmage and throws a forward pass that is intercepted. Due to the foul on the play, Team B gets one play before halftime.
True.
True.
Why is that true?
No,
I would
it's
say
an
false.
Give your reason why it's true.
It's an illegal fat pass, illegal forward pass as opposed to an offside pass.
Right?
An illegal forward pass is a 10-yard penalty.
Right?
If Team B oh no, sorry. Yeah, they're not, hold it now.
Think this through, folks. Think this
Due to
through.
the foul on the play, Team B.
Well, they're gonna decline the penalty.
And
But
if they decline the penalty, the house over.
Pass
And
over
half
and
over.
it's,
Right.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
If
No,
they
no,
accept,
if
if they accept the
it,
penalty,
the ball's going back to A.
if they accept the
Yeah,
penalty, who has the ball? Exactly.
Hey,
correct.
So it's false.
The answer on this question is false. 156B.
Or 634.
Okay. Team A, 3rd down and 25. Team B commits a defensive pass interference 4 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. It will be Team A 1st down at the point of the foul. True or false?
you betcha.
It is true. No questions there? Question 57. After an interception, defensive back B10 turns and moves towards their own goal line and makes a forceful block leading with the hands on A83. This is a blindside block foul. True or false?
True.
True.
One
The
back.
hands mean nothing.
That's
Nope.
right.
We go back to 56. I had defenseless player note on that one. Commits forward, first down.
Pass interference.
It's 4-yard.
Point of the foul.
It's not a defensive player.
Yeah, my note does
Oh, you're
not
gonna have
make
to have it.
sense.
Yeah, I think you got your note on the wrong question.
Yeah, I do. Okay, okay. Got that. 'Cause that did not make sense at all. I was, what? That doesn't make sense. Okay, got that. Sorry.
All right, couple more. 58. On a convert attempt, B19 rushes the kicker by hurdling the center and blocks the kick. This is a foul. True or false?
True.
True.
It's a UR, whether he touches the center or not.
Yeah.
Not leap the center. That's right. Question 59. Running back A23 is proceeding around the end. I guess running back A23 is proceeding around the end of the line of scrimmage. As they near the defensive player attempting to make the tackle, A23 lowers their head and launches towards the defender, leaving their feet, making forcible contact with the crown of the helmet into the face of the defender. The covering officials flag the running back for targeting. The result is a 25-yard penalty and a disqualification on A23. True or false?
True.
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 True it is. 72601.
Mhm.
Okay, last one of the night. During a punt return, B23 blocks A1 by driving their shoulders into the back of A1. This is an illegal block foul. True or false?
False.
False. Blocking by rear. By rear.
Could be a UR, could be a legal block.
Blocking from the rear is correct.
This is false. And the ruling they got is 7-3-15.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
so that is your questions 41 to 60. And we'll finish this up next week, 61 to 75.
Okay. Thank you, Ray. I got to scoot. We have a U16 meeting. Take care all. We'll see you in
See you
a
later.
bit.
Yeah, I'm done. Thank
See ya.
you. Night.
Ray, I got a
Yeah.
quick question for you.
Yeah.